Hi everyone, Matt here, and we are continuing on with PesterQuest, and we are now on Volume 10, Route 1. Fight me, fuckboy. What a lovely start. I'm sure this won't be bad at all. Hey look, ship. Looks like you're back on the beach. Prowling around like you're looking for lost coins and trash with a metal detector. Except you're looking for friends and people whose lives you can make a little better with your reality warping powers. Come to think of it, maybe you should be looking for lost coins. You're not exactly made of money right now, to say the least. You look up... Jesus. You look up and see a fishy dude sitting sadly on the shore. Not fishy in the sense that he's suspicious, but the sense that he literally has fins on his face. Although, he's definitely a little fishy in the other sense, too. After a few seconds, he heaves an exaggerated sigh and turns his head in your direction. It seems his brooding has been paused momentarily. Hey, you over there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one looking around to see if there's anyone else I'm talking to when you're literally the only person around for miles. Yes, thank you for pointing out yourself. Are you that alien friend slut everyone keeps talking about? Friend slut? Wow. Tell the guy that yes, you are the friend slut. It's you. That is basically exactly what you are. It's what you do. Slut for friends. You ask him who called you that in the first place. You're going to need to thank him for giving you such apt terminology with which to describe yourself. Was it Solix? You bet a lot of money that it was Solix. No, it wasn't Solix. Fuck. It wasn't fucking Solix. God. Jeez, you really aren't a... That... I'm sorry. Jeez, you really are a hyperactive little bulge muncher, aren't you? No, that was something I came up with myself. After hearing everyone talk about you and shower you with praise on Trollian. I'm Erdan, by the way. I'm very rich and very important around here. And by that I mean on this planet. Wow, you sincerely thank Iridian for his nicknaming services. Something tells you that this guy might actually kind of suck, though. God, I suck. My Moirael and his messis most spontaneously realized how much of an ungrateful piece of troll garbage I am recently. And they dumped the hell out of me. Ripped my damn heart out like it was part of a grisly offering to the gods. Erdan turns a dramatic eye to the ocean. Oh, it's time for a feelings jam. Fuck yeah, you can't believe you're running into the one motherfucker on this planet desperate enough to tell you a complete stranger all his troubles. It's giving you the perfect ammo. Ammo with which to pierce his heart. With, like, you know, the power of friendship or something. So I'm, like, going through a lot at the moment, because honestly, at this point, I'm feeling pretty worthless. Nobody wants to deal with me, or date me, or hate me. Nobody's gonna put up with my unending tidal wave of bullshit, so what's even the point anymore? Nobody wants to be my friend, and I don't blame them. That's not true. You want to say no. You want to scream out so loudly that the entire length of the beach reverberates with your declaration. Against all better judgment, you want to be his friend. You want to comfort this broken-hearted fish boy. There's definitely something wrong with you. Are you just going to stare at me like that? Listen, I don't do this shit for free. Open up in front of other people I've never met, I mean. People pay good money for this shit. A good melodramatic and poor wallowing from yours truly usually costs a fucking premium. Oh, what? Yeah, woe's me, etc., etc. Listen, are you gonna give me the cash or what? This guy can't be fucking serious. Why is someone this rich asking you for money? Look, a guy can have hobbies, okay? Sometimes that means taking money from the poor people because they saw me when I was having one of my bigger moods. You understand, right? Awesome, please pay me for listening to my problems. You're starting to get an idea of why people might have gotten sick of this guy to dump him without remorse. Commonly, you already know that you are, simply put, broken. Alright, I'm back. Well, that ain't my problem. Tell you what. If you can't compensate me with cash, maybe we could find an alternative method of payment. Oh god, no. No, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about anything dirty or heinous with or anything. Give me a little bit of fucking credit. Listen, I'm still messed up over Fev and Viris breaking my heart as carelessly as a her beast knocks over a wine glass, shattering it into a million pieces. If you couldn't tell by my beach gazing, I'm very lonely. What I want is for you to accompany me on a little friendly outing. Oh, is that all? Because honestly, you would have tried to get him to do something like that without any sort of silly prompting on his part, much less actual emotional extortion. This guy might be even more desperate for friendship than you are at your worst. But you say sure, you're absolutely down to do anything with him. Really? That's awesome. Erden tries to crack a light smile and fails. Well, I think I'll let you decide what we should do together on a little friend date. After all, you're the expert in this. So I'll go anywhere you think of. You have an infinity of choices to choose from here. Ah, damn, really? You haven't been this overwhelmed with choices ever. You can choose to go anywhere with this rich fish bastard. That's... Okay, maybe having infinite choices is way too much. You have to narrow it down. But you certainly have more options than usual. Or maybe you should just ask him where he wants to go. You decide. Holy shit, more options. Alrighty. Let's teleport to Earth. So that's where you want to go. That's fine, I guess. Erden's frown morphs into a bigger frown. It's clearly not fine for him. Listen, forget this whole thing. Actually, I think that maybe we just aren't meant to be friends. Given that you couldn't anticipate my needs when you made your decision so carelessly. What the fuck? You thought he was insisting on doing what you wanted. You were completely fine letting him. Oh goddamn, he's leaving already. Before you said anything, you stopped paying attention for one freaking text box. And this is what happens. He's moping his way across the beach away from you, like a humongous tool. Maybe it was for the best. He was giving you some soft zebra vibes, if you're being honest. For once, you don't feel much regret for leaving a guy off your friends list. Game over. Let's go to Stolen Art Museum. That's where you want to go. That's... fuck. Graveyard. Fuck. No. Load. Let's watch a movie. Yes. Hell yes. Hell fucking yes, you know what is up. We are totally in fucking sync. You're not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. No, see, I have movie tickets. And had them for like a month. And was planning on going in a few minutes from now anyways. So clearly we were destined to be together for as lifelong fucking pals. Because you knew exactly what we were always going to do. You're sorry, he had movie tickets this whole time? Why didn't he say so? Oh, you know. You don't. You're a little miffed that he was just expecting you to know that what he wanted the whole time. But you're not letting it get to you. Moving on, let's get this show on the fucking road. I'm calling up an airship right now, and we can take a nice little scenic route to watch the planet-renowned classic known as Shrek 2. What do you say? Your eyes widen a little, and your body instinctively makes a spit-take motion. You're sorry, Shrek 2? Classic? Finally, someone speaking your fucking language. It's an unironic masterpiece that suddenly a hazy memory pops into your head of Shrek and Eridan standing side by side in a desert, surrounded by a black void of the cracked sky. Just as quickly as it pops into your head, it disappears. Oh boy, what the fuck was that? Is your mind playing tricks on you? Was Eridan smiling just then? You're not entirely sure why that stuck out to you. This vision was so out of place that, were it not for Aradia, you'd just start thinking of your vague past memory. Okay, that's weird. This vision was so out of place, were it not for Aradia, you'd just start thinking none of your vague past memories were real. In fact, it makes you doubt any of what you were experiencing was fucking real. And yet, it strikes you as very familiar. Is there something else you forgot, somehow? You refocus on your surroundings. Suddenly, you're on an airship deck. And Eridan's walking in front of you towards the bridge of the ship. Holy fuck, this airship is huge, you say? Also, when did you get here? You walked on it like any bipedal quadrupedal or bipedal, quadrupedal, or septipedal alien. What are you talking about? Sorry, Shrek was making you dissociative. Okay, fine, fucker, I'll just say it again. Welcome to the airship D. Ampora. It's practically my second or third home, and basically it's fucking incredible in every convincible way conceivable. Ugh. No kidding. The airship could probably fit a few city blocks on it, buildings and all. Hell, it looks like it could fit at least 3 more conventional, less airborne ships on it. You'd probably get tired walking from end to end on the damn thing if you couldn't teleport. You need to stay away from the spelling thing. You and Eridan mosey on over to the dressing room of the airship. The room is filled with a surprisingly wide variety of outfits, from various capes to casual t-shirts to flarp cosplay to, well, there's a lot of shit in here. There's a pile of ornate sticks in the corner too. You wonder, don't touch the wand pile, by the way. They don't do anything. Since magic is fake and as shit after all. You resist the urge to laugh at his face. Of course magic is real. Those are all just confiscations that I confiscated from unscrupulous lowbloods in a store with my many stacks of cash given to the owner. Definitely not something I like having here. Right. Your eyes wander a little bit more around the room. And beside the elaborate costumes with crazy labels, ink-stinging ensemble, really? You see a lot of fancy dresses. They look pretty neat. You kinda want to put one on. It's about time for you to add another fan art generating attire to your wardrobe. Hell no, those dresses are mine. Like, really? You're a little surprised. You knew he had a sense of fashion, but you know that his taste was so good. The dresses looked so pristine. You ask him if he's ever put them on himself before, or if he just keeps them here to look nice. Of course I put those on before. Just, they're private use only, you know. And before you get the wrong idea, no, I'm not, like, thinking about my gender or anything like that. When I put them on, they just feel nice and breezy and shit. I mean, let's be real, gender's more or less a fake as hell mess that puts unnecessary restraints on people's lives anyways. It's just so arbitrary you know what I'm saying? To nobody's practical benefit, I might add. It's not even like there weren't trolls who were assigned differently at birth even back a long-ass time ago. Point is, the concept that gender is a strict binary isn't archaic. It's just flat out wrong. And I think it's honestly really kind of fucked up. Especially since people who go out and say it's a stone-set, immutable fucking law are just using it as an excuse to divide people up and flaunt their superiority. There's something in Radiant's voice that makes it clear he spent a lot of time thinking about this stuff. Something about the way he's recounting it all that makes you think he didn't learn this sort of stuff to impress people or appear woke, as the kids say. Or for any reason besides the subject factoring into his personal development in some way. Maybe he isn't so bad. Anyways, let's talk about the hemo spectrum. Anyone lower than yellow is gutter blood trash that probably doesn't deserve the horrid life they live. Which is why I've planned so many raids on their neighborhoods on this very airship and spent so much time snipping leagues and sniping leagues in the air and shooting holes into low blood feet. That'll show them to have less satisfactory essences coursing through their veins. You immediately fall to your knees and start throwing up on the floor. Quickly reassure Erden they didn't unceremoniously barf all over his likely priceless carpet in response to his overwhelming classist sentiments and conflicting, almost hypercritical viewpoints on different hierarchical power structures. No, you just puked up your guts out for some other reason. Completely different reason. It was probably just something in the air that smelled. Something's probably something's probably just full of shit, yeah. Whatever you say, I guess. You decide to hit the conversational go-back button and challenge Erdan on the much more interesting topic that came up. Why isn't he very public as an ally if he's so fascinated with the subject of gender? What, are you kidding? I'm not an ally, I haven't fucking done anything. Even if I were, I don't know, if you've noticed from my whole quadrant situation, when people know and hate me, it's like, I've been such a relentless flirt that it's become policy at some theaters and restaurants for employees to stab specifically Eridan and Pora in the hand if I annoy them. Which isn't too big of a deal, because violet bloods like me are pretty fucking sturdy, but I suck and I bet half of this whole planet knows it. To the extent that, like, if I openly support something like the destigmatization of gender non-conforming trolls and any existing groups would hate me, and anyone outside of those would use me as an excuse to deride the seriousness of it all. And I'm not going to be selfish about this thing in particular. Oh, you didn't really think about it all like... You didn't really think about it all like that. Even then, surely it wouldn't be as bad as Eridan thinks, right? Eh. At this point, I'm used to being hated. Comfortable with it, even. At least it means someone's thinking about me. There's a palpable loneliness in his words. Maybe this is why he's so desperate all the time. Anyways, let's talk about something else. Like Solix. Do you know if he has the rumored and highly sought after double bulge or not? Just curious. What? Fuck it, I'll ask him myself. Before you say anything else to dissuade him from simultaneously being a huge creepy asshole to one of his friends and possibly unraveling one of the most unnecessary mysteries of troll biology, Eridan whips out a palm husk and starts frantically dialing in some numbers with extreme precision. Hey, for fuck's sake, this better not be about your ex again. Didn't I tell you 1,000,000 times already to stop? 1,000,000 times to stop talking to me already? First of all, don't rub it in about Fef piss blood. I can come to your house and put a bullet through your skull. Second of all, no, I'm here to have something else. Do you have a fucking double bulge? Wow, what the fuck? Wow, what the fuck? You kinda hate this conversation. When you look at Eridan, you get the feeling that despite initiating it, he kinda does. He's pacing around frantically. I've heard the rumors, pal. First off, not your pal. Second of all, what makes you think I don't have a triple bulge? Fuck off. Listen, we aren't unraveling this mystery for a couple sweeps at least. It's way too fucking funny to do that. You are way too goddamn lame. Why would I even talk to you? You should be fucking ecstatic that I graced you with my ever-sent goddamn phone presence. You mean palm husk? What the fuck ever, dude? Cranky because I'm fucking irresistible, aren't you? Fuck you. Ever since the apocalypse got fucking cancelled, you turned into this completely moronic e-boy, and it's driving me out of my goddamn mind. Do you even know what an e-boy is? I bet you were just mad because you got cucked by me super hard. What? Yeah, I've basically been making out with FF for the last 30 minutes now. What? Hey Solix, who are you talking to? An entitled sub. Put Fef on the phone, you quadruple horn dick shitter. Oh, are you finally making fish puns? I'm definitely making some kind of pun right now, yeah. Listen, you stupid motherfucker. Next time I see you, I will kill you. Really? Now, are you really murderous today, or just trying to get your daily negging in on me? Listen, how about we settle this whole ass mess now? I'm gonna head on over to that airship you keep driving around the neighborhood in 2 hours. Get your dumb ass over there and fight me, fuckboy. You hear a beep from the phone. Solix hung up. Eridan's face softens with an expression of rage and anger into one of tranquility and calm, before he starts to laugh a little. Holy shit. This is a date I'm about to go on. Oh, wow. He put a hand on his back and congratulated him. He seems as anxious as he is ecstatic at the moment. Somehow. He's completely changed his demeanor from when he was talking to Solix. It was like he was almost playing up his awfulness. He starts mumbling to himself about what he's going to do and say to Solix when he gets here. A lot of it seems pretty rude, but also rather performative. Like what a wrestler says when they have fictional beef. you decide to take this opportunity to snatch a cape. Gotta update your ever-growing wardrobe. Some time passes, and you make your way to the airship deck with Eridan, who's having trouble keeping his face from cracking into a smile, or at least the closest expression you've seen to him having one. Solix hovers in front of you, a couple dozen feet above. When you look up at him, his frown contorts into something more akin to a snarl, and red and blue energy starts crackling around his eyes like lightning. Remember when I asked you to stop calling me? What? I've asked you literally 40 times to stop doing that, and so many other things, and you haven't listened. So I've decided I'm going to cut you out of my life one way or another. Understand? You look at Eridan. He looks a little less ecstatic than he did before. He gazes directly at Solix above him with a worried look on his face, shifting his general stance so that he can better keep his balance. You have a feeling that this was more than he bargained for. You look down to the ground and reflexively brace yourself for impact. You felt combat psychonics before with Azdaja, and shit gets crazy fast. It's a good thing you did too. You hear a much louder crackle this time. Look back up at Solix, an aura now visibly enveloping his body. He's glowing red and blue, with lightning still energizing into existence away from his eye, inches away from his eyes. You feel the shockwaves of his pure psychonic force weighing you down, making your legs feel more like jelly every second. It's as if gravity itself is bowing down to Solix. Ah! Come on now, is this all you fucking got? Something about Eridan's feeble taunt tells you that this is absolutely more than he bargained for. Nevertheless, he pulls out his gun and aims it right at Solix with completely unwarranted confidence. Solix's psychokinetic force is so overwhelming that your legs give out and you hit the deck. Stomach to the floor, knees on the ground, and ass in the air. Yeah, there's pretty much no way you can stop this. Solix shoots fucking laser beams out of his eyes, and Eridan returns the favor with his own gun's laser, resulting in the most anime-ass beam struggle you've ever seen. The clash ends in a huge explosion of smoke that obscures everything from view. Defying the force of the blast, you zap into the smoke to get a better look. You're quickly met with a vast array of shurikens spinning wildly through the air in front of you, towards Eridan, using the smoke as cover. Eridan blasts most of them out of the way, but the largest launches itself right into the barrel of his gun. As if to say nothing personal, jackass, Solix flies out from behind, swiftly drop-kicking Eridan into a cannon, which seems to have been loaded with glitter. When Eridan crashes through the other side, he's collapsed, covered in scrapes and confetti. He's bleeding less than you expected. Nothing personal, jackass. By the time Eridan gets up and dislodges the shuriken from his gun, Solix has disappeared from both your fields of view. Why the hell did he hear literal tons of rock crumbling from below? When you look down and see nothing, you look left, right, behind, all around, upwards. Ah, he's above you, pointing upward, levitating some kind of Is that fucking shopping mall? Did Solix bring a fucking shopping mall to a gunfight? Wait, that mall. It's that mall. The one where, in an errant timeline, Daria pleaded with you to take her to Earth, away from this hellish planet's society, and into a world that was even the slightest bit less bleak. You lose yourself briefly in your thoughts. You couldn't help Daria then, and now that it be easy to, fulfilling that one request is impossible yet again. It's so frustrating. You couldn't save Daria. You couldn't save anyone. And maybe it's too late for you to do that, but maybe you've been fucking around too much today. Maybe, just maybe, there's someone you can save right now. The mall is massive. If it collides with a ship from that high above, oh fuck, you have to get out of here. Gotta give you credit here, Soul. Nobody ever tried to maul me with something so fucking big. What the fuck do you mean, maul you? What does that even mean? Maul isn't a verb. No, hold on. Okay, see, we are thinking of two different words that sound the same. Wait. I literally could not care less. So explains the thankfully abandoned mall directly on Erden with what must be an ungodly amount of psychic force, screaming his throat raw the entire time. Oh fuck, it's now or never. You have to get off the ship now. Erden might be durable enough to survive being drop-kicked through solid steel with nothing more than a couple of scratches, but you're fragile. You'd probably die from tripping on the stairs wrong. But even then, there's no way Raiden's getting out of this unscathed. Maybe you have time to save him. What should you do? Let's try and save Erden. You can't just sit here and let someone, even someone like Erden, get sandwiched in between a massive airship and an entire fucking mall. You've got this. You're about to jump in like a fucking action hero and save Erden. What is there to worry about anyways? All you have to do is teleport in and out. Alright, step 1, teleport in. You zap right in front of Erden and he immediately shoots your arm off. Okay, ow. Erden clearly wasn't planning to injure you so badly. Quickly see that he's rocketing to the edge of the ship using his gun's blast as propulsion. Fuck, he already had an escape plan and Jesus, fuck this hurts. Your arm, or what's left of it, feels like it got plunged into the fucking sun. Why did nobody tell you that sun laser beam amputation hurts this much? Distracted by the pain, you find it hard to focus on warping out of here. You can't even bring yourself to focus on Solix yelling, fuck, 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 as the titanic shopping structure hurtles towards you. You try to steady your breathing, calm down, and you try to focus on reality around you. Fortunately, reality doesn't stop for you. Neither does that unflappable march of gravity, as the sheer force of the shopping mall crushes you to death. If only you were a little less fragile, maybe you'd find two boys surrounded by the rubble of a crashed site, shaken at the fatal consequences of their spat. Game over. Well, shit. Too dangerous. Get off the ship without him. Fuck it. He'll be fine. If there's anything he needs help with right now, it's something a little bit deeper in his soul than the fact he's being attacked by a building. Try and think of somewhere as that. Anyway, while you do this, you notice Erden fire a blast towards the ship from his gun, propelling him away from the center of the impact. You, meanwhile, just need to get out of here. As fast as your mind can take you. So you close your eyes, zap away, and feel your surroundings change. Find yourself in a wasteland. There's a ton of smoke in the distance, coming from what must be the site of the airship's crash. You take solace in the fact that Solix was cognizant enough of his surroundings that he chose not to send the ship crashing into a city full of people because of beef he had with one dude. After a bit of walking, you see the source of the smoke in the distance. The wreckage is astounding. There's sharp metal fragments and concrete pointing out in all directions. Standing in front of it all is Solix. You frantically zap your way towards him and ask if he and Erden are alright. Oh, that'll show that guy not to ask people about the shape of their bulge. Yeah, we're both fine. He's not dead. Oh, thank God. For the record, I haven't actually made out with FF or anything yet. That was just to rile him up. You asked Solix what Erden did to him that was so bad he wanted to kill him. Okay, first of all, definitely didn't want to kill him. Way too much of a hassle. I would know if he was about to die anyway. Second of all, this asswipe calls me at ass-crack-o'clock and either spouts some high-blood superiority garbage he doesn't even believe, or complains about his love life. Basically every fucking day. So what he's saying is that throwing a mall at Erdan was just meant to send a message? Pretty much. You know, not long ago he actually tried to pay me lots of money to wiretap FF, just to see if she ever talked about him. Oh jeez. Yikes. Naturally, I took the money and didn't do that at all. Massive waste of time and energy. Not to mention skeevy as fuck. I actually told her about that because it was kind of hilariously pathetic. It's how we got talking in the first place. Enough about me. Why do you even care about this guy? I get your whole friend shtick, but he's not your responsibility, nor mine. Maybe Solix is right. Maybe it's not your job as a friend to make Erdan feel better, or fix his problems, or set him on the right track. That's probably why his Moirail, why everyone, gets sick of him. But you're supposed to do something here, for everyone. You can feel it. You're supposed to smear your huge ass all over Destiny and say, "Eat my ass, Destiny, all these kids will get their chance at good lives." Oh no, you sure this isn't just some kind of hero complex? Maybe? Probably. You just wish Erdan could be a little less of a tool bag. Is that too much to ask? Well, I guess you can do whatever you want. I won't stop you. But he doesn't deserve this, you know. Maybe not. But this doesn't change what you are going to try and do. You've got a lot to say to Erdan. You wave Solix goodbye and make your way around the field of rubble. It only takes you a few minutes to find Erdan sitting on some rocks. Ugh. Fucking... that hurts like hell. He's alive! Of course I'm alive! You think I'd die just because I got a building thrown at me? Ha! Actually, if I didn't blast myself out of the way, I'd probably have been buried under a lot more rubble. Probably wouldn't have been able to dig myself out. Solix probably could have done that, but if he went this far to kill me, I really doubt he'd do that willingly. There's no way he hates me in a way that lead to a decent collegiate relationship. I was actually pretty close to biting the dust here, huh? Hey, do you ever think to yourself that you have all the power you could ever want or need, and every whim catered to with ease? And that even despite all your happy moments are as fake as magic is, maybe even more fake? There's no way I'm doing something wrong here. After all, I can only wonder what you... After all this, I can only wonder what you think of me. I'm just a scumbag who keeps setting himself up to fail, right? You ask Erdan if he wants this truth. Wondering aloud if he can even handle it. Listen, I'm not gonna be in any more pain than I'm in right now, having been dumped 3 consecutive times. And also getting crushed under several tons of concrete too, I guess. I can handle the fucking truth, so just give it to me. In front of you, you see an absolutely hopeless moron who's achieved their station in life, through no work of their own, and who's placed all his stock into social lies. He's cherry-picked the ones that have worked for him, and rejected all of the others. But what has that done for him, really? Absolutely nothing. Believing in this society has only ever hurt him. Maybe not in the same way it's hurt you or your other friends, but not even trolls on top of the heap are immune to Alternia's brand of poison. He's a 6 sweeps-old kid who's ultimately just scared, lonely, and confused. Someone who doesn't have to be hopeless. Someone who can violently burn away all his failings and rise from the ashes like a phoenix who decided, maybe this next life, let's not be so fucking racist all the time. So you tell Erdan to get up from his throne of wreckage on his sunken ship and start making his way to some pit stops of self-betterment before more people take grievance with him the way Solix has. Then maybe he can tear down all the false hopes that comforted him throughout the sweeps. Damn, okay, not that this isn't surprisingly deep, cutting, and helpful advisory reflection, but, like, there's no way I'm going to remember all this. You gotta at least write this down or something. Don't worry, this is a text-based game. There's definitely gonna be transcripts available online in a matter of hours. I'm gonna be honest here, I'm gonna have to ruminate on all this for a while. But I think I'm tired of being and feeling so awful all the time. I just don't know where to even begin with myself. And I think that you might be asking a lot more of me than you think. Life never stops asking a lot from you. Fair point. It's definitely going to be a long process. There's pretty much no way you can force feed the guy's redemption arc in the span of today. Hell, you'd be surprised if he didn't still suck a year from now. Even the shittiest kids can change a lot with a good push in the right direction. Hey, thanks for sticking by me, even if only for today. Of course you tell Erdan. What else are friends for? And besides, your day with him isn't over. Wait, what do you mean by that? After all this, you like to still spend time with me? Absolutely. Take Erdan's hand and pull him up to his feet. After all, you two have a movie to watch. Victory. Let's try some other options. You're not sure where to go. What do you think, Erdan? I already told you. I want to go wherever you want to go. God damn it, you were hoping he'd pick up on your lack of clarity on the best decision. Does he really not have anywhere in particular that he wants to go? Surely it doesn't matter what you pick if he's being so insistent on letting you choose. So, let's stay at this beach. No. Let's find a graveyard. I don't think we picked that one yet. No. Welp. That is the end of that. That'll be all this time on PesterQuest. If you liked this video, like it. If you like my content, subscribe. There should be a playlist of the other PesterQuest videos in the top right corner. And yeah, do whatever you do best and have a good day.